I feel like the out-of-conference portion of our season, we've grown a lot, learned a lot. A lot of our younger players have gotten experience and gotten better. This past weekend, I mean, the challenge of the team was to get a road win. We hadn't done that yet. Played in a lot of good games on the road, but hadn't got a win. Friday night against Campbell, I don't think we played our best, to be honest with you. We made some mistakes that really hurt us early on in that game. But the end-all message was we found a way. We found a way to win. Scoring those 2 goals in the last 7 minutes of that game was something that we hadn't really done here a lot in the past. And it was great to see Casey Cook do that. You know, a fifth-year senior, one of our captains, really rose to the occasion and made it happen. So felt really good about that. Like I said, I don't think we played that well in stretches of that game, but finding a way to win, it's really important. Sunday going into NC State, obviously, you know, they've had a great year. Have a lot of respect for them. We had a game plan going into that game, and I thought we executed it unbelievably. Gave up a PK for the goal, which was a little bit unfortunate, I felt like, but played well. And probably the thing I take away from that game the most and most proud of is we had so many players out on the field that didn't have a ton of experience. I mean, we had an outside back that's played in 2 games of her career that played 60 minutes. We had a center mid that played 40 minutes in that game that has been in 1 game prior to that. So that, to me, as a coach, was the kind of what I walked away from the most proud of. You know, we always, our girls typically always give us really good effort. I don't ever question that. But I thought our execution on Sunday was spot on. This group is a special group. I feel like this team has a different mentality than the teams we've had here the past 8 years. And I've loved every team we've had, but this one's just got a different makeup. It's not, we preach to them a lot about team and not me, and I think this team is completely 100% bought into that. And so our games, you know, typically we bring a lot of fight, and we have the will to keep going no matter what. We've been down several times this year, and the response has been great when we came back. So those measuring sticks in the out-of-conference portion, I think, is going to bode well for us, you know, moving forward, not just this year, but years beyond, these young players. But that's something you talk about all the time as a coach, and sometimes you don't always get it. And this group's really raised the bar in that regard. It's something we're really aware of and very proud of them for. Our goalkeeping core this year has been really competitive. We've been splitting games with Jackie and Natalia, but honestly, Erin Leonard is right there in that mix. So we have 3 really capable goalkeepers. The downside of it, they don't have a ton of experience. You know, Natalia and Erin are obviously freshmen, and Jackie's a junior, but she's played in a handful of games. So it's just been about seeing them in different environments. How do they respond? And both Jackie and Natalia have done well in some situations and had their blunders. So it's just a balancing act. We're taking it week by week and kind of communicated that to them. And so our plan is to continue until one of them separates the other one. And but no, the goalkeeping core has been really good competition within the 3 of them. And they're all really good personalities and good people, so it's been fun. Our attacking personnel is pretty special. I mean, I think we have some dynamic players that have the ability to kind of rise to the occasion. One of the things I love about the group is there's not one person you can stop. There's 4 or 5 on any given night. So I would say from an opponent standpoint, we're a hard team to scout because we have different people in different games that rise to the occasion. But our attacking personnel is special. We have the ability to put teams under a ton of pressure. I think we're pretty athletic up top. And we've been scoring goals. You know, we're scoring more goals than we have, I think, in the last 7 years if you look at where we're at in the season. So that's a plus. Kind of the side note of that is in the back we're really young. You know, we've started probably 4 or 5 different back fours in the season. Some injuries, some, you know, just changes. But going into NC State, we had 3 players in the back 4 that have less than 10 games of experience. And then you have Shannon Burns, who's been back there for her 3rd year. So it's been learning by experience. You know, we've made a lot of mistakes, and at times we look great, and at times we look terrible. But kind of the thing that's balanced us is our attack being dynamic and being able to win a game 4-3. You know, we haven't done that a lot here in the past. So that's been fun. Our defenders are getting better every game. We learn and grow, and So I feel like we're getting to the point where we're balanced. Early on, I don't know if we were as balanced as we are right now. Yeah, SoCon play always, and we talk about it every year, is always a test. Every single game, you can throw records out the window, it doesn't matter. And you just have to take one game at a time and really try to get maximum points as you can in every game. Obviously, Samford coming in here, I have a ton of respect for them. Todd Yelton's a great person, great friend of mine. But there's nobody I want to beat more than him, And so you have the measuring stick of the conference the last 3 or 4 years coming in to open up conference play. So we're excited about it. It's an opportunity. We know they're going to give us their best game, and hopefully we can respond. But we're excited to get started. I think the group's in a very good place in terms of how we've been building and how we've been talking about, and I think we're ready to go. The girls always love playing here. Obviously, when there's a home football game, it adds to the atmosphere a little bit. But we, at this point in the season, we're looking at our schedule. We got 4 home games left, and we're like, holy cow! So playing here is special, like I said, and we want to take the opportunity every time we have to play here to play well in front of our fans, and we always get great support. Love playing at home, and hope everybody will come out and support us Friday night at 7 against Samford, and then on Sunday we have Chattanooga rolling in that beat us last year. So it's a really big weekend, but Sunday's at 2 p.m.